Here we have my Bing 10-129-1, completely rebuilt. This is about its full steam in today because we've had a few problems. The steam pipe on this was leaking very badly when I got it. It failed on the first steam. Then I had an issue with the safety valve. I'm just picking up the steam now. The safety valve's still leaking a little bit. But the third run we had, it just stopped running altogether. It turned out the flywheel had come loose from its shaft. This thing doesn't run without a flywheel working properly. Just like any engine, it needs the flywheel to carry the momentum on. So that's all been tightened on, everything's been done now. It's leaking a bit of water because I think I've overfilled it, as usual. I've cut the wick down a bit as well because I think it's running a bit fierce. No control valve on these things. No, mate, that's probably, I've cut it down too far now. But it may pick up in a minute when the water's gone, if I haven't filled it. Anyway, the thing did have a chimney when I got it. That's a Wilesco D5 chimney that I've painted. Sort of a brick effect. I think it's quite effective. The engine itself was in a pretty bad state when I got it. It's all rusty and horrible, so it's a complete strip down, back to bare metal, rust proofed. And after I'd removed all the old rubbish layers of paint, it was these original Bing colours, sort of the light green and the white stripe. Albeit the white stripe was a bit thinner on the original. I've used Ford Highland Green, which is very close to the original Bing light green that you see there. It's possible I've got the wick too low now, so it's probably going to be the maximum speed. There you go, see I've pushed that up a little bit. It picks up speed immediately. But I don't mind it running, that's probably about right actually for me. So all the problems I had earlier seem to be ironed out. I've still got a few issues with the actual crankshaft there. I need to try and find a better way of fixing it so they push fit into that flywheel. I'm going to have to, I don't know, it's no good actually drilling and putting a grub screw, that's too thin, that shaft. I did have Loctite on it, but it was only the medium Loctite, and the heat probably got to it, and that's what made it fail. Let's turn it around and have a look. Well, it's running very well now. I'm pleased with that. That's actually the speed I would probably like. So now there's probably the correct amount of water in it because I overfilled it. It's running very well. These are very flimsy things, the way they're built. No nuts and bolts, just all pressed steel clips that push through. I'm going to have to adjust the width there between those two brackets. You probably notice every time it stops, it's because the shoulder of that, it just moves this way towards the flywheel a little bit and just catches. So that's just all fine tuning. But consider it was just a wreck when I got it. I'm very pleased with it now. Almost back to what it looked like when it was new. Except I think that chimney would have been perhaps a little bit higher, slightly different cowling on there, which by the way is a Humbrol paint tin lid. So I've got another one up in the cabinet there. It's almost identical to this chimney, so this is what it would have looked like. This is an overtype, and the one I've got up there is just a normal, I don't know what it's called now, it is a 10128 I think, a Bing. Well, that's settled into a nice little rhythm now. Well pleased with that. Just that little bit of oil. I mean, there was steam oil in it when I started. You added it there, you saw it increase the compression and pick up speed a bit. It's all the grief. Worthwhile. Probably taking me about 15 hours, I reckon, start to finish this engine. It was in a very poor state. It's brushed up quite well. Right, 8 minutes coming up to, that's probably long enough, probably too long for that video. I think I'm going to let this run till the mess runs out, so I'll call this a day now. So this is my Bing 10-129-1. Completely rebuilt and now running very well. Thank you.